Hi Virgo, this is your mid-June general reading for 2017. My name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul. So initially what I'm getting as, I'm doing a Celtic cross. So initially what we're getting is the Six of Pentacles in reverse as the current situation. This could be feeling like you're under financial pressure. Feeling like you're kind of living hand to mouth in some way. This could talk about not receiving loans or offers or things that we've put in for financial assistance. It can also talk about looking into possibly if we're giving enough. If we're giving enough of ourselves, if we're giving enough of our time, if we're giving enough financially, are we paying it forward, let's say. It can talk about not putting finances into the home. It can talk about feeling like you're in a lot of debt at the moment, feeling like there's some financial pressures. It can be, it's almost like a bottomless pit. It could be like you're applying money into your home and you're getting money, but no matter how much you're getting, it doesn't seem to be doing the job. It feels like you're filling a bottomless pit. It feels like it's not creating stability. So then we've got the card crossing you is the Devil. So this can talk about addictions. It can talk about feeling like we're chained to things financially, feeling like we're chained to things materially. It can also talk about obsession, having an obsessive need to be around someone else, or having it's like an obsession with a relationship. It's like you just want to be around this person. You're putting yourself in places to be where they are, or you're just constantly thinking about them. It can also talk about giving away your power. Are you giving away your power, or are you on the other end of the scale, and is it more, are you going out of your way to maliciously hurt somebody with intent? Or is this somebody that's around you that's got you like this? Has somebody got you on kind of like a roller coaster where you feel like you can't let go, like you're just tied to them, you're chained, you're bonded? Okay, so in your past, you've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is an earth sign like you guys, but it can talk about, in the reverse, he can be a corrupt businessman, let's say, or you was having to deal with somebody like this. He can be a father figure that kind of doesn't pay for or support his child. He can be a very possessive energy, he or she, sorry, because women can take on this energy too. So he or she could be very possessive, very jealous. They can pull their resources to kind of manipulate and subjugate people. They are not, they use their finances as a bargaining tool, let's say. They will manipulate and it can also talk about bad finances as well. So yeah, with the Six of Pentacles and this, I would say that money is a problem for you guys right now. Yeah, you could be feeling like somebody is kind of holding it over you as well. You could kind of feel like they're using money to manipulate you. So underneath that, we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So in the upright, it would be the Wish card. But in reverse, it can talk about over excess, eating a lot. It can talk about, on a shamanic level, it's about removing toxins from the body. It can also talk about feeling somebody who wants to kind of, on an internal level, they emotionally, they want to kind of put the spiritual over the material. This is someone who could clear out their whole life and just live very simply. It can also talk about problems with finances as well. It can also talk about somebody or you or someone around you needing to getting the smugness kind of taken off of them. Because this card can be about bringing things to light. It could be about people kind of calling you on yourself. Like basically like calling you out. Like saying, well, actually, there's this and this and this that you need to know. This could be you calling out someone else or somebody else calling out you. But it's not necessarily in a vindictive way. It can be done in a very honest kind of, with a kind of, yeah, an honesty that that is so truthful it can't be mistaken for anything else. This is like becoming aware of a certain facet of yourself emotionally. It can also talk about, yeah, being more spiritual, putting the spiritual over the material, and not necessarily concentrating on the financial things, because so far with this reading, there's a lot of financial worry. So maybe this month it's asking you to be a little bit more spiritual in order to kind of bring in finances that way. Because above you, you've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this can talk about delegating responsibility. It can talk about taking on responsibility that we know we have to take on. It can talk about it can also talk about somebody hiding behind a kind of disguise. This could be somebody like, it could be I don't know, the Queen, but she doesn't go as the Queen. She goes to the football match and she's dressed in a mask and football outfit, but she's the Queen, but nobody knows she's there. It can talk about having that hiding. It can talk about subterfuge, kind of hiding behind a disguise in order to kind of lure people in, or in order to kind of get help, or in order to kind of get them around to doing things kind of your way. It's kind of a backwards way in going forwards. So it can be about hiding. It can be about not letting people know how much you are actually carrying, how much responsibility you've got. Or it could be knowing that it can also be dropping all responsibility. Yeah, it can be just dropping everything yeah? It can talk about giving up, feeling overwhelmed, pressured, feeling like no matter how hard you try, it's not working. Yeah, because in the future position, you have the Nine of Swords. So mentally, something's doing your head in. Something's keeping you up at night. This could be you worrying about your finances, though. It could be you worrying about pressures.
Mama.
It can talk about insomnia.
Mama.
Sorry, it can be temporary depression. It can be thinking the worst. It can be feeling like we've hurt somebody. It's just a feeling of angst, a feeling like we're just waiting for that last sword to fall. But it also does suggest that you have comfort. You're in your bed, you have your pillow. So some of these worries you need to put behind you and allow yourself to kind of heal from. It can talk about feeling like you're not loved, feeling like you're in a period of isolation. Okay, so you in your current position, we've got the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is saying that you could have made an offer to somebody. You could have made an offer of love to somebody and it got rejected, or you could be rejecting an offer of love from someone else. It can be feeling kind of emotionally drained, feeling a bit despondent, feeling like you're not kind of in touch with yourself spiritually. You're not in touch with yourself emotionally. You could be denying that you're feeling vulnerable, or you could be, or someone around you could be just feeling like you need some attention, like you need somebody to fill your cup, like you need that love, like you need some support from someone. You need to feel that there's someone there for you. It can also talk about having it can talk about somebody who's very into kind of the occult, or very into tarot readings and divination, but not feeling like they're kind of connected, yeah, not connected to source the way they would like to be. But it's very much, I'm very much getting drained, despondent, feeling like a little bit rejected, feeling like you made an offer and it wasn't accepted. Or feeling like you're kind of looking for love, but it's not getting recognized. In terms of your environment, you have the Emperor. So in terms of your environment, Virgo, you're a boss. You're showing your leadership skills. You're showing that you can do research. You can take you've got authority. You've got power. Your environment is stable. It's secure. It's also saying that your environment is very much focused on the father aspect of the home. Being that father, taking responsibility, or being around your father in your environment. You're very much wanting that, if that's not you, or it's having that fatherly mentor, yeah. Or for a woman, this would be like taking charge, taking leadership, owning her masculine side. So in terms of your hopes and fears, it's like you're trying to balance something. This is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're trying to balance something, but it's not quite working. This can talk about two elements that are not quite fitting together as they should. You're juggling, but it's not working. It can talk about having financial pressures, feeling like you can't balance your checkbook. It's not being very logical, yeah, it's just finances. You're juggling. There's something or two things that you're trying to balance. This could be your home and your work life that you're trying to balance. This could be your heart and your spirit. It could be your connection to God and the more baser instincts, the more the shadow side, because you have the devil as well. So with the devil crossing, it could be that you're doing a lot of shadow work this month. You could be kind of balancing between the good and the bad, what's right, what's wrong, what you should be doing, what you should be taking responsibility for, let's say this month, or what others, or what you feel others should be taking responsibility for. So in terms of your outcome card, you've got the Four of Cups. So this can talk about new solutions to old problems. It can talk about accepting that gift from spirit. It can talk about waiting for signs, waiting for omens, waiting for things to come in to let you know that it's okay to make a move. You're waiting for a sign. But it's about wanting to make a fresh start, wanting to grab that opportunity, wanting to go for something new, something fresh, something that's going to be fulfilling emotionally. So as an outcome card, it is a good card, yeah, because I think this month it's very much about, for you guys, I feel like the relationship thing, there's been a relationship that hasn't quite worked, or there's been it's almost like I'm feeling that something's not working in terms of relationships, or it's like you're learning about value this month, Virgo. You're learning about where to place your value, what are the right things that you should be investing your money in, investing your time in, what should you not be investing your time in. It's about I feel like that is offsetting the finances in some way, yeah. And I think if you try and work on some of those shadow sides this month, and you look into some of the more, that balance of yin and yang, I feel like it will help you financially. I also feel like the opposite of not having anything financially is giving. So I feel like if you give to what you value, and allow yourself to be kind of generous, abundant, then things will work out better financially for you. Take care. Stay blessed. Sorry about the breaks in the reading. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.